We rise here today as the people of Entebbe municipality, the NUP chapter. We are reliably informed that the military, in connivance with the NRM, are removing our posters. Our posters are put in the evening, the following day they are removed. You're using military trucks to come and remove our posters. This is breaking the law. This is depriving us of our freedom. We are all Ugandans who must have equal respect, equal rights, equal political rights. This is going on forever and we are not going to keep quiet. We are going to rally the people of Entebbe in the NUP to go down, pick tins of paint and paint all your posters black if this vice does not stop. Section 7.1 of the UPDF Act clearly stipulates that the military, the men in uniform, should not get involved in partisan politics. Why are you leaving your roles and looking out for our posters? What is that big deal that you cannot serve the people and protect the people of Uganda and you're only there to destroy our posters? You want to show the people that are coming into Uganda that the NRM is ruling. And this is what you also want to use in 2026, where you want to rig us of the election. Then you start saying that NUP didn't have presence in Entebbe. Yet you are the same people that are removing our posters. You're bringing them down. You're climbing trees where we put them, electric poles, and you're making sure NUP is not visible in Entebbe. This vice must stop. We are going to rally all the people of NUP in Entebbe. We are going to rally all Ugandans that are of NUP to come down and say no to removing our posters. We must have a free and fair election. The Electoral Commission, you've come up giving useless updates, talking about this and the other, but you are not addressing the issue of a free and fair election. How are we going to compete favorably, yet we are not visible? How are people going to see what we are doing, yet we are not visible? How are people going to vote our faces, yet they do not see them? The people are worried out there. The NRM is just moving around. No one wants to receive them. No one welcomes them, but they want to depict a picture that they are the ones leading in Entebbe. This is wrong, and I'm going to call upon all Ugandans. The power belongs to the people, and that is provided for by Article 1 of the Ugandan Constitution. So this kind of malicious damage, this kind of way how our posters disappear without seeing them again after putting them there should stop with immediate effect. And we are giving an ultimatum today. If this is not done, all the NRM posters in Entebbe and elsewhere in the country are going to be painted black, period.
I'm hereby appealing to all freedom fighters to join us in this campaign. We've been suffocated by the military from Entebbe, whereby they are moving around, destroying our campaigning materials, the banners, the posters. They move during nights. They organize illegal operations. When they get these people who are drunkard, they force them to climb the trees, the electric poles, to remove the banners and the posters, which is very dangerous. So I'm hereby appealing to all leaders, the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, the freedom fighters, the Uganda Human Rights Commission, even the Electoral Commission, please pick interest in our complaint. In Entebbe, it's like an island where the army does the things as they wish. So we've been suffocated, mainly for us who are coming from National Unity Platform. Therefore, we are always peaceful, but with this habit here, we shall not entertain these people destroying our campaigning materials. We spend a lot of money. We invest money into these programs. Therefore, we need to have a free, fair and free elections.
As the slogan goes, it is always free and fair election. But for us who are political players in Entebbe, we are seeing an injustice. And we are saying, as Martin Luther said, that an injustice somewhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This which is happening in Entebbe, it is unfair, it is an injustice, it is unthinkable in the 21st century, where a registered political party, which is peacefully aspiring to develop and also to change the country, is being suffocated. All the political players, the candidates, cannot be able even to post or to put their posters up. But we are seeing a party, the ruling party and its candidate, they are given opportunity and they are even encouraged to remove other posters of NUP. So we are appealing to the Electoral Commission as the superintendent of this exercise to ensure that there is equity, there is an equal opportunity for all of us to compete and also to be judged by the voters. We don't want the military to be hired by the ruling party to suffocate the NUP candidates. And our message is very clear and categorically that if in 1 week nothing is done, we are going to mobilize ourselves and then take the matter in our own hands. But we don't want to reach that because we know Electoral Commission, you have a mandate, you have the audacity to come to Entebbe and even pass a message that this is an exercise which every Ugandan should be able to participate in. So we are so much disappointed by the silence of the Electoral Commission, the silence of the Inter-Religious Council, and the silence of all stakeholders who want to see a Uganda which is beautiful, a Uganda which is peaceful. We don't want to become Rwanda because we have over been placed. We want to see the leaders being able to raise their ideas, being able to market themselves as it is allowed by the Constitution. So we are a force of peace, but this force may also adapt to the situation where our security and all the military may have to fight with it. But we don't want to reach that. What we are calling for is for intervention to come into Entebbe so that every political party and mainly NUP be given an opportunity to exercise their right, and we shall allow our voters, the citizens and residents of Entebbe, to judge us by our ideas, by what we want to do for the city, and by what we think Entebbe should be. So we don't want to be suffocated by the paramisha. We don't want the NRM to be mobilized against NUP. We are a party which is registered and we are peaceful. But we are saying now we are going into self-defense. The Constitution gives us a right to self-defense. So this which we are going to do, if nothing is being taken, is going to be defending our right to contest, defending our right to ensure that the people of Entebbe can get the best leaders they want. So that is our message today, and we are saying the people power is going to be seen in Entebbe if nothing is done.
Today we are here as the National Unity Platform members of Entebbe, but we are not happy with whatever that which has been happening in our municipality. We have been asked by our people of Entebbe that what's not happening because they are not seeing our posters. But the issue was not that because that we cannot afford to put there our posters, but we have been putting them there. You put them there in the morning, in the evening, they have been removed. You put them there at night, the next day they have been removed. So such type of politics that which is being played in Entebbe, it's not improper. That's why we have come as the National Unity Platform members of Entebbe to come and raise up our point of concern, and we are appealing to all those people that who are responsible, most especially the NRM. The NRM members and also the people that who are supposed to keep law and order, because they are the ones that who are doing all of this. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, all the people of Uganda, what you have to know is that if at all this is the politics that which you are trying to promote in Uganda, then that means that Uganda has no democracy. And yet we well know that the country of Uganda must have democracy. And in the process of having democracy, we must be given our freedom of putting there our posters, so as our people of Entebbe can get to realize that indeed NUP is there in Entebbe. The challenge is that when NRM does all of this, it wants to show that in Entebbe there is no NUP. And yet the people of Entebbe, they cannot support NRM because of what is happening. Look at me. I'm a graduate, a person. I was educated by my parents of Entebbe, and we at this time we could have been people that who are working in Entebbe. Look at all of the things that which we have in Entebbe. First and foremost, we have centers of tourist attractions that all tourists come in Entebbe. But at the end of it all, people that who have been educated by our relatives of Entebbe, our parents, we are again the same people that who are busy suffering, moving up and down, looking for jobs. And yet, we could have been the people that who are benefiting in our resources of Entebbe. Now, this has pushed us to come into politics. At my age, gone are those days that people at my age, they could not involve themselves into politics. Because for us, we grew up knowing that politics is for only old people. But because His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu came on board and brought and opened our eyes. That's why we have involved ourselves into politics, because we have seen that the only way that we can bring change in our society of Entebbe, the only way that we can help our parents, the only way that we can help the people of Uganda, most especially our people of Entebbe, is to involve into politics, so that we can change the things that which have been taken, our things. Look at the Lake Victoria. It is ours, but everything has been taken from us. Therefore, in my conclusion, I'm making a conclusion. We are seriously demanding for this, that please let us have fair politics in terms of our posters, in terms of exercising it. Otherwise, thank you very much, but we are very, very serious on this.
Hands off my posters.
Hands off my freedom.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Protest vote.
Kalonde kakume kabanje.
Protest vote.
Kanonye kalonde kakume kabanje.
Kunga Kyagulanyi kunga.
Kunga.
Kunga onebababiye kunga.
Kunga.
Bosi Amansegedo kunga.
Kunga.
Kunga Mugabi kunga.
Kunga.
Ra.
Ra.
Cha.
Cha.
Hello.